not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Match Matt, the podcast. Here with the most, here with your news going on in Bowling Green. What's going on with the culture? What's going on with you? And we got somebody very special here. Somebody very, very special here.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Trigga Dink, man. Trigga Mills, man. What's up, Matt?
Man, I'm chilling. I'm looking at this damn meal you made. Man, let me tell y'all niggas what I got today while y'all eating McDonald's. You know, while you eating a double cheeseburger and your arteries is clogging. I'm over here eating Alfredo. Creamy Alfredo, by the way, with chicken and shrimp.
Yeah.
Goddamn. You hear that? You hear that? You hear me when I pick it up? This is good as a motherfucker, dog. Yo, I can eat this shit all day. And you know what? I'm motherfucking legal.
Hey, man, appreciate that, man. Appreciate your support, man. You've been a loyal customer, man, since the beginning of Trigga Mills, man. So I really appreciate that.
Man, I was just happy to see another nigga cook, bro. Because I swear, I had a bad experience with a friend of mine. We were here over the summer at some point in time, you know, visiting our other friend. And so he decided to make some eggs. Nah, he don't cook.
Yeah.
So he cooked some eggs for everybody in the house. There's like 6 people in the house. And he put a whole bunch of different seasonings in it, like Lawry's, pepper, onion, salt, garlic powder, in the eggs, and they turned out green.
He made green eggs into no ham.
He made green eggs into no ham. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I started eating them, and I was just like, what the fuck is in? Like, am I eating a fajita or am I eating like some eggs, bro? And it was crusty. But shout out to Khalil, you know, he in Georgia now, so hopefully, nigga, you can learn how to scramble
some eggs, man.
Eggs. Some scramble, some damn eggs. And man, I wanted to ask you, what got you into cooking?
Cooking was something that I've been around all my life, man. My dad is a chef, my brother's a chef, and my mother, she loved to cook all the time. So like every festivity, every holiday, whatever, you know, she was the person cooking. So it was just something that I've been around all my life, man. You know, I picked up a lot from watching her and my dad as well. So just something I love to do for real.
What do you love exactly about it? Like, what about cooking? Is it the finished product? Is it the process? Is it preparing recipes?
It's some of everything for real. As far as like cooking for other people, it's their satisfaction. So to take what I know and to help other people out, you know they hungry, so I'm feeding them, and you know, hear the good reviews and everything that does that just make me feel good for real, man. You know, I love learning new things to cook. You know, I watch a lot of videos and everything like that. So I'm always like willing to learn because I'm never satisfied with where I'm at right now. You know, there's always room for improvement with everything. So, you know, just ready to see like what the future holds for Trigga Mills, man.
Man, the future is bright. Man, the future is bright because you got social media buzzing. Yeah, man. Every time I turn around, you saying some silly shit or I'm seeing some good ass food on my timeline. I'm sitting here like, I'm like, damn, I'm hungry as hell. Like, who got a swipe? And I'm like, Trigga Mills. I'm like, man, I got 12. I got 12 right now.
Yeah, man. As far as the social media side, man, what I ask people to do once they get the meal, only if they like the food. You know, they just let me know if they like the food or not. If they like the food, take a picture of the food and use the hashtag Trigga Mills. So anytime I click on the hashtag and I see somebody who just bought the food, you know, it lets me know that they, you know, they like it. You know, so social media has definitely played like a big part. I put a lot of my food online on my Twitter, my Instagram, and I had like a lot of people from like different cities come up. I had people actually drive up in the same day they saw my food from Cincinnati. Had somebody come from Ann Arbor. Had somebody come from Columbus, Toledo. A lot of people come back and forth from Toledo quite often. So social media has definitely like helped spread the word of Trigga Mills. So it's a huge part, man.
Man, that's so crazy that you got so much love. Like, what can you attribute that to?
What was that?
Receiving so much love. Like, what can you attribute that to?
I think it's just because of the type of person I am, man. I support other people quite often, so I think a lot of people feel they have to put that same support back into Trigga Mills, in which they really don't, but it really does mean a lot, and even with me showing that support, and now that like some finances are coming in, I do look to put that same support back into like different orgs on campus and everything like that. So if I see somebody having like a bake sale or whatever, trying to raise money for that org, I try to put that donate to their org or whatever, because I think if we supported each other more, especially the black community here down in Bowling Green, for real, we would be unstoppable for real, man. And it would also be selfish in me to hold on to everything. I wasn't raised that way, so I think it's just because the type of person I am, why people choose to support it, plus the food,
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Man, that's a great combination, man. Great quality, great giving. Because I'm a firm believer that once you give things, if you give wholeheartedly, things will return to you.
Yeah,
whether
definitely.
you want it to or not, because anything that you give out may not be something that you want to receive back.
Yeah.
So you giving out all this good energy to people, you showing up to their events, you boosting their events and things like that, man. That's really a good look, man. It's not just a good look, because everything can look good, but it's a good feel.
Yeah,
people know,
definitely.
People know it's real.
Yeah, definitely.
And, I was really saying that, as far as my podcast, I really appreciate you coming on today.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me, man.
Man, you my dog, and I told you before, I just want to see you advance and grow and expand. So I want to see what's next for Trigga Mills. I want to go out of time. What you about to get? I'm about to get a Trigga Mill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
do you want to take it there?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. In my mom's honor, a lot of people don't know, but my mom passed away Tuesday, March 1st of this year, and like I said, cooking was something that she loved to do. So I actually told myself that I'm gonna take Trigga Mills and turn it into Sharon's Kitchen. Sharon, that's my mother's name, and I would like to, if I was to open the once I open the restaurant, because I'm the type of person that if I tell myself that I'm gonna do something, it's gonna get done. Whether it take 1 year to 10 years, it's gonna get done. And I want to take Trigga Mills and turn it into Sharon's Kitchen. I would like to open up here in Bowling Green because this is where I started at. And if it branch off to other cities, then I'm all for it. But I definitely see Sharon's Kitchen happening. So that's just in my mom's honor, something that I want to do. So I see that happening.
Yeah, Sharon's Kitchen sounds beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Definitely a beautiful thing, man. I was really because I remember when I found out, what happened, and then I was wondering if you good, and I see sometimes I feel I can feel other people's energy, see them radiating from them, but I feel her energy is radiating on you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you say her name, you feel a certain energy.
Yeah, man. It's always I always feel her presence, man. Even though she's not here with us anymore in the physical form. I always just feel her presence. I always feel when I'm about to make a decision, I hear her in the back of my mind telling me, what to do or if I should do it. And sometimes that's where I get my answers from, because if I tend to just think really more logically about the consequences of my action, whether good or positive, and I think, what would my mom think in this situation? Would she approve of me doing this? And that's sometimes where I get my decision from, to either go for it or not, and oftentimes I'm always right, man, so when I feel I don't follow that voice in my head, it tend to come back and bite me, and you know what I'm saying? But that's just life, man. You gotta bump your head sometimes, man.
Yeah, a few times. I think that's the gift of inner guidance. And a lot of people don't really have that. Gift that comes with them. If they have it, they just don't pay attention.
Yeah,
to it.
Definitely.
So it lets you know what to do. Your path is already set. All you have to do is really
go
follow
it.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as following your path, as you go on here in Bowling Green, what do you feel is the step that gets you to that next step? Do you ever feel something has to happen that'll like fling you out to the open, or you have to do like a hatch thing, or would you have to do like?
I don't, but those are definitely like good ideas. Like you say, a hatch, that would definitely be like a good idea. Yeah, things like that. 14. Yeah, but I think with just the crowd that's following Trigga Mills now, I wouldn't say that's enough because it can always be more. Mm-hmm. But I like how it's going now. It's steady growing. Day by day, and I'm just looking to expand a little bit more, and as far as expand, I mean within the community, maybe down to maybe the University of Toledo more, things like that. But it takes time, you can't rush greatness, so just being patient, see how everything gonna go and hoping for the best.
You said a key word there that really stuck out to me. You said greatness. So I've been having a conversation with people for nights about being great. Like mm-hmm. I always, when I was a kid, I was like, man, I just want to be great. Mm-hmm. Man, I just want to be great. Man, I just want to be great. What does being great look like to you? What does it feel like? Being great
is just achieving your goals, man. It's all about when you have your mind set on something and you actually obtain those goals that you set, whether short-term goals or long-term goals. When you achieve those goals, you're being great, because you had your mind set on something and you actually worked hard to do it and you did it. And so it's not about having the nicest car or the biggest house or anything like that. If my goal was to sell 10 meals in one day, I achieved that goal. That's a great thing, Right. So congratulations. Yeah, so it's all about obtaining those goals that you you set your mind on. So, in my humble opinion, anyway.
Yeah, it's like when potential meets consistency. Yeah, that's when your greatness is achieved.
Yeah, and that's all it is. It takes dedication, consistency, hard work. Because some days I could sell 2 meals. Some days I could sell 20. But it's all about consistency, like you said. If I let me selling 2 meals, if I let that get to me, then it's like, why am I letting that get to me? It happens. That's a part of the business, You got to stay consistent, and find ways to constantly improve.
This Trigga Mill damn near about to make so, I was sitting there damn, almost this shit is seasoned like a motherfucker, y'all. What is going on, man? Yeah, and as far as that is, as far as those things are concerned, man, I'm very happy and very proud of you, man.
Appreciate that, man.
See you grow some more. But I got a question. How many people have tried to get a damn free meal out of you? Oh my God! Let's talk about that, man. I swear, you with the eyes,
Man, I'll be in here counting all day, man. But oftentimes, when I do feel generous, to the supporters, I will have a contest, to give a free meal. And when people usually miss that, you owe me a free meal. You owe me. It's I don't owe you a free meal. You just missed out, But when I first started, man, that's all people. I need my first meal to be free. I need my first meal to be free. But people don't realize, I when I first started, I had really $47 to my name. I was down to my last $47, and just in a tough financial situation, man, that happens. And when my friend Gerard, when he gave me the idea to start Trigga Mills, I felt what if it don't go well? I'll be losing this, then I'll be dead broke, But I figured I didn't have anything to lose, and I really took my last $47 and I invested. I got the containers, some food, forks, and everything like that, and it took off. I think my first day I had 20 customers. But in the beginning my portion sizes were much smaller because I was still on that budget, not knowing how it would go. Right. But now that things are have improved, my portion sizes definitely got bigger. supporters. They're constantly growing. I some staff members on campus that know about Trigga Mills, and
I bet you was Jeff Jackson.
Definitely Jeff Jackson, man. Definitely Jeff Jackson, man.
I swear he got a Twitter account. Nobody knows.
Definitely Jeff Jackson, man. Jeff Jackson is a good dude, man. He supported me a couple times, man. Couple other faculty members. I'm actually not sure who they are, but they read the article that they published about me in the paper and everything, and you're the guy that sell meals, It's like I do have a name, but I do have a name, but but that's just definitely a good feeling, man. Oftentimes people see me around campus and hey, you Trigga Mills. My name not Trigga Mills, of course, but I'm not sure why people tend to call me that, but hey Trigga Mills, come here real quick, but it's just a good feeling for real, man. Having people know who you are, know about your brand and everything like that. So it didn't come easy, man. It didn't come easy, man. But back to your question, man. A lot of people ask for free meals, man. People always, man, I think for the portion sizes that I give and the prices, they're like, what I'm saying, relatively fair, I mean, a $9 chicken Alfredo, you get in a box full,
right?
And but one thing I learned about, one thing that I learned since Trigga Mills was patience. You realize I had to realize like you can't please everyone. If you try to please everyone, then I'll be giving out more free meals. I'll be giving out larger portions, and everything. And now at the end of the day, I will be losing, So, you just try to work with the people, and let them know, let them understand, But you gonna run into those people no matter where you at, man.
Yeah, definitely. And like sometimes, I remember when I was cooking all the time, people was always asking me for food, like, give me food. Like, who are you? Like,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Are we friends? Like, I don't know you, but then you start to realize that you start to be tied to your brand. Like, they call you Trigga Mills. I remember I was in Walmart, and AD, I'm sorry, I gotta put this story out. I'm sorry, my nigga, but we gonna have you in a couple of weeks, you and the rest of the Greeks. That's another show. But, so we was at Walmart and I was shopping for soul food and I was looking for smoked cheddar. I think it was smoked cheddar or smoked Gouda, one of the two. And I was looking for it, and I see AD, and Ken and them over there. AD go in the middle of Walmart. House husband. I'm like, hey, did you really just call me house husband in the middle of the store?
Yeah, man, they do that, man. But that's it's a good thing though, because people know you as your brand, So that just means your brand is really, taking off, So it's a good thing, but at the same time, my name not Trigga Mills. So my name is Dink, man, the Trigga, or whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me by my real name.
So I got another question for you. So there's been many a legend that you are a very old person, that you are a senior citizen. I heard many numbers, such as 18 BC.
18 BC, man.
So we need to know where your social security card at.
Hey, man. Nah, man, the old things came about, man. A couple friends, Gerard, Avery, and Chris. Those are, at the time when I wasn't in school, I was still living here in BG. And when they came down, I didn't want it, a lot of people to know that I wasn't in school, so I still hung around on campus and everything like that. And their freshman year, I kind of took them under my wing. They're from the city and everything like that, and we just clicked. And they like, man, how old are you, man? I'm like, man, I'm a senior, man. I wasn't in school, so they like, man, you've been a senior since my freshman year, but So they just started hitting me with all these old jokes, man. I'm not old, man. I'm really not, man. That's just. Them being them, man. I heard all the old jokes. I was the first black student on campus. I have all the blueprints to Harshman and Kreischer. The first president of Black Student Union. So I heard it all, man. Shout out to my boys Chris, Rod, and A, man.
Hey man, shout out to all y'all.
It's their fault, man. It's definitely their fault, man.
Hey, if people don't know who the city is, what the city is, you know what I'm saying? What's the city?
Detroit, man.
Oh boy.
Motor City 313, man.
Oh boy,
man. It's a great place to be, man. People not from there won't understand what it means to be from there, man. You know, I love Detroit, man. I love it with all my heart, man. They say it's Detroit versus everybody, man. So I love the city, man.
Man, I love it too. I love it, bro. Like, and I feel like it's great because a lot of us like who like are from here, who came here to really start to like get down and grind it when they got to school.
But that's the thing about Detroit, man. Like, I think everybody from Detroit just got that hustler mentality, man. You know, we gonna find a way to get it. You know, some people the legit way, some not so much. But we got that hustler mentality, man. You know, we gonna look good, and you know we gonna let it be known. You know,
exactly.
So that's just the Detroiterness, man.
So do you plan on opening a kitchen in Detroit?
Yeah, definitely, man. I had to take it back home, man. And actually, every time I post my pictures, you know, a lot of like my Detroit followers, man, I wish you was here right now, man. I wish you was here right now. So once after school, you know, once I get established here first, I would definitely love to branch off to the city because that's where I'm from, man. You know, right. So I would love to do that, man. Love to.
Man, that's definitely a good look. And back to the social media, I remember you had a tweet, and it was the R. Kelly video, Women Loves.
Oh, man.
The caption was like,
when she trying to put it in your life.
Yeah.
Win.
Take it out the suit. I was crying, bro, because that's definitely one of my favorite R. Kelly.
Yeah, man. I didn't expect that tweet to do what it did, man. I think it's up to almost like 11,000 retweets, man. I didn't expect for it to do that. I put it up as a joke. I went to sleep that night and I woke up and my Twitter app had crashed because I was getting so many like mentions like back to back to back to back, and I'm like, wow. Like I was actually thinking about deleting the tweet, you know, because when regular people would tweet me, I wanted to see it, you know. So I had to like turn my notifications off from the people that didn't follow me. So I could see my regular notifications and everything.
Crazy.
You know? So it was that tweet was crazy, man. I didn't expect that, man.
I seen a whole bunch of people change it.
Yeah,
change
man.
the caption. I seen one of my mans from the city put it up.
Yeah, he watermarked the video. I'm like, man, that's not your video.
I texted him like, so niggas still in tweets? I was like, we really became this? I was like, when did we cross this line?
It's not your video, man. Yeah, they definitely changed the caption. It'll be like financial aid. Your refund check is dropping soon. The student win. You know, I mean, it happens, man.
It's
you know?
silly though. Twitter is
silly, man. Not the person who get offended by nobody taking a tweet or nothing like that. I really could care less for real, man.
Twitter is a really silly
definitely
place,
though, man.
And it's crazy. You talked about like overnight. Sometimes do you feel like this just happened overnight?
Nah, man. It took time, man. You know, even though it started off real well, it took time because I had to you know, find out what I wanted to put on my menu. What will my everyday items be? Did I want to sell everyday items or did I want to switch it up every day? You know, what hours would I set? You know, so you know. A lot of people don't know like the behind the scene things, you know, things like that. As far as like my budget, you know, what I got to budget weekly versus what I want to profit weekly, you know, things like that. But it definitely wasn't overnight. You know, I'm not gonna go as far as to say that it took time. You know, it's still taking time. You know, like I said, there's always constant room for improvement. So I'm never satisfied. You know, so it just takes time, but one day.
So you do it all yourself? Your marketing, your managing, your financial?
Yeah, yeah. As far as marketing, I think when the people put the tweet online and they use it, you know, Trigga meals, I think that they market it that way. So I'm not gonna say I market it by myself because, you know, people who, like I said, put the tweet out. They tell their friends about it. They Snapchat it, do whatever, and they refer to people to me. You know, they're helping out a lot as well. You know, so like I said, and social media has played like a huge role in getting it out there, because some girl from Toledo, she tweeted, "Who is Trigga and what are his meals?" You know, I don't know. She didn't follow me. You know, I had no idea who she was, and somehow the tweet got back to me, and she ended up coming to get some food. You know, and everything like that. And, but social media has played like a huge part. You know, huge, man.
Okay. I feel you. And people, a lot of times, I ask an overnight question because a lot of people think things do occur overnight. Yeah. Because they don't see the process. Yeah. Especially with social media, it feels like sometimes that people just pop out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Like, wow, this person is successful now. And so they feel like, unless you like Terrio, or, a little kid, like you definitely had to like work for that. Yeah. I feel like I really appreciate that because I got the opportunity to see you really grow and work, and do what you do. I'm sitting here like, damn, they putting out this many meals. I'm like, oh, he at the yard fest giving out free meals. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's crazy. So
yeah, I think the free meal thing, that was like in the beginning I did give away a lot of free meals, and that was just a way to brand myself. Facts. You know, people were like, what are Trigga meals? I heard of Trigga meals, but I'm like, let me get these out. You know, especially at a place like the Yard Show where everybody new on campus is out there. You got returning people out there, and they heard of Trigga meals, but they wasn't sure what Trigga meals was. You know, so I think doing things like that. And even to this day, still, having a contest. Like, I tell somebody, just tweet the hashtag Trigga Meals. I don't pick the winner because I don't want people to think like I'm being biased or anything like that. So if I'm with like a friend at the moment, I had them pick the winner and everything like that. But that's just a way to show like my appreciation to the customers. Every so often, I had like the 2 for $12 specials and everything like that. And that's where you could get any of the 2 menu items for $12. It's just all about letting my I don't like to look to everyone as just customers because most of them are my friends and everything like that. So it's just a way of letting everyone know that I appreciate them and everything like that. So because without them, there is no Trigga Meals, Right. So it's all about making them feel appreciated, man.
So would you call Trigga Meals a people's movement?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
You better take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like it's when you think about it, like people really love and care for you, dog.
Yeah,
and it's always great to see that. You can hear when people talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
A lot of times, a lot of people they look at like things like that I've been dealing with, like outside of like school and everything like that. Cause a lot of like my grandmother passed away last November. Which was my mother's mom, you know what I'm saying? Then my mother passed away 3-4 months later, So a lot of people look at my personal life issues like that, and they, I had people tell me all the time, like they really I really inspired them, because if the shoe was on their foot, they probably would have gave up, But it was something that my parents just molded me to do, when times get hard, you just gotta find a way to make it happen. Oftentimes when times got hard growing up, my dad worked a couple jobs, my mom worked 2-3 jobs, but my mother, she never complained. She was probably dead tired, you know what I'm saying, but she always got up and she went to work. My dad did the same. They worked long hours, so some of the times in elementary school, it was just my brother and I. We were at home by ourselves, But my mother, she didn't complain, man. She wasn't big on complaining. And oftentimes when I would call her with a problem, so let's say school was getting to me, I'd call her, Mama, I don't want to be in school no more. Her reply all the time was, boy, shut up. You'll be all right. So when I think about it now that I don't have her here in the physical form to tell me that, I just hear her voice in the back of my mind, like, boy, you'll be all right. It's not easy, man. It's not easy at all, having your mother, burying your mother so unexpectedly, man, but I just use it as motivation because I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that I disappointed her, that I'm disappointed. I'm not being the man that she raised me to be. I pride myself on being that person that, she raised me to be. And I just find a way to keep it going, man. Yeah, I just find a way, man.
I feel you, man. That's building your testimony. And you stepping into that, dog.
Yeah,
like,
man.
And, you know, everybody sees you stepping into that, you know, and then sometimes with certain people, you know that they're gonna step into their destiny. You know what I'm saying? Or their destiny that's in front of them is like brighter than they imagine. And I believe you got that, man.
I appreciate that, man.
No problem, dog. I'm just saying, just keep walking in it, man. Because the path is just there. You just gotta follow the steps.
Yeah, right, man. There. And it's
tailor made for your feet. You know, they're your shoe size. You know, they're your favorite pair of shoes. You just gotta walk that path.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's not easy, man. But she always told me that tough times don't last forever. You know, and of course, my mother passing is something that I would never get over. But in due time, I'll learn to live with it. You know, and I'm not in a rush to live with it. You know, I feel when I want to begin to live with it, I want those feelings to be genuine. You know, I don't want to feel like it's forced or anything like that. You know, so it takes time, man. So it takes time, man. I know I'm gonna be alright, man.
Yeah,
you know,
I know you're gonna be alright.
I have a great group of friends, man. Great group of friends, man. And they just constantly let me know, like, you know, that they're there for me. You know, oftentimes I need to talk, you know, just get some things off my chest. They're always there to just listen to me. You know, so you know, my family has been great as well. My dad, man, is, you know, I'm proud of my dad, man. You know, he doing it, man. You know, my brother as well, man, we doing it. You know, my friends, like I said, man, they constantly motivate me. You know, if I need to go just yell to them, you know, I know that they're going to be there for me, you know. So I appreciate everybody, man, who, you know, constantly continue to check up. You know, people tell me that they can, you know, continue to pray for me, things like that, man. That really goes like a long way because it lets me know that I had that, shoulder to lean on, to cry on, to do whatever with, and it just really goes a long way. Excuse me.
Yeah, man. You know, I make sure I pray.
Yeah, man. That really means a lot to me, man.
When I do meditate, you know, and I pray for things like, and it's like a lot of times, personally, when I pray, I try not to pray for things that I don't already have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ask like, God, I want a new car. God,
yeah.
Or, you know, whatever your religion, you know, may be. You know, when I pray, I say, you know, continue to give me.
Yeah, because
continue to give me this, and bless such and such.
Because a lot of people, you know, not to get too big on religion, but I think God places us where we need to be in life right now. You know, a lot of time people try to go against God's plan and what He has in store for us, and they try to do their own thing. But one thing I learned, like, we are where we need to be in life right now. If it was meant to us to be driving a Lamborghini right now, we would be, you know, to live in this big house, to have all this cash, do whatever. We would be there, you know. And also, just learn, you just got to be thankful, man, you know, because it's somebody somewhere in the world wishing to be in the position that we're in. You know, it may be tough for us, you know, but somebody just wishing to be where we are. You know, it's probably somebody somewhere with nothing who's the happiest in the world, you know, just because they're thankful for all that they're blessed with, you know. So that's something I just learned while growing, you know, because I used to be like, you know, I want all these cars. I want this car. I want this and that. You know, why I can't have a nice car? But if it was meant for me to have, then I would have it. So it's just a part of maturing, man. My mindset changed over the years, you know, so.
Yeah, after these, according to the great geologists, centuries according.
You're funny, man.
You're funny, man. Your destination is so important because everything you need is right here because God don't put you in a place where you don't have what you don't need. Looking up there, I just realized I had this up here. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Like
happiness is something that has to come from within, man. You can't depend on others to make you happy, man.
Or take your joy. You don't want people taking your joy.
At all, man. And people will do that because people are just miserable, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, people are you know, they just miserable. They unsatisfied with their situation. You know, those gonna always be like the haters of the world, you know. Anytime you find somebody who wishing to be in the position that you in but don't want to work for it, they gonna, you know, try to bring you down with them. And that's something you can't let happen, man.
Yeah, with their words or their actions, you know. You have somebody who doesn't even like, it's not because they want to be you, It's because they just want to see you fail. They want to see you just doing as bad as them. And you be like, man, damn, what did I
do to you, man?
Like, man, like,
whether you doing right or wrong, man, somebody always gonna have something to say, man.
They don't got no DMs.
No,
they don't got no DMs. You don't get no love, boy.
He only got a DM because that girl ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, calm down, man.
I was like, relax,
man.
She cute to me.
Yeah,
you know
man.
She good on Instagram. She nice with the flower.
With the filter on it, man.
With the filter on it, you know, she a solid 8 with the flower.
Yeah, man. She good to me, man.
Hey, man, I know the girls must love you off the Trigga meals. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it ain't what it seems, man. People be expecting me to have all these. You know what I'm saying? It's not what it seems. I'm lonely, man. I got a lot of lonely nights, man.
I'm a trainer and I'm lonely. You ain't supposed to be lonely.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't even like expect girls to like, you know, throw themselves at me. It has happened before, but you know, I'm not the person to act on it for real. Because if you trying to, you know, do this and that for some food, you know, imagine if a guy got a nice car, you know, a blunt or something, you know. So I'm not the person to really, you know, I'm not the person to really act on those things like that, man. But a lot of people think that since Trigga Mills, I just got it like that, you know. I don't, man. I don't, man. You think I'm, you know, I could walk in and I want you, come here. You know, I don't have it like that, man. You know, all I do is cook, man. I don't have it like that, man. You know, but it's funny, man. I find it funny. You know, people assume, oh man, I know you got them all. Like, man, no, man. I'm good, man.
The Chris Tucker, come in. Come in.
You know, but nah, man.
Hey man, I feel you on that shit because people be thinking like, oh, you cooking, you personal train, you gotta
be, you know, nah, it ain't what it seems, man.
You can tell they only there for that, and you know what I'm saying. You can tell it's not real, but I don't want it if it's not real.
Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, it's still gonna take away from your business, man. Mm-hmm. You know, having all these relations with all these different women, it's not gonna pay the bills. You know, it's not gonna help to, get Trigga Mills off the ground, or your weightlifting services and everything like that. It's not gonna get that off the ground, so you would really benefit for the moment, but in the long run, you're really losing. So it's not worth it, man.
Yeah, you gotta weigh it out because your support system is there for you for the long run.
Yeah,
not for the short term.
Right, for that moment, man.
Your family, your friends have been to your success, and also to keep maintaining you.
Mm-hmm.
That support system being like so important. Like, what advice do you give to somebody who doesn't have a support system like that and is seeking one?
Try not to be so sheltered. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that fan base, not fan base. I'm sorry, man. That support. It's oftentimes it'll be the people who you would least expect that will could be there for you the most. So try not to be so sheltered, man, and let people in. You don't have to open up to them, right off bail, but just be open to giving people chances. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would have to say about that. Just try not to be so to yourself. I met some people who I would least expect, would give me this advice or plug me with this person, and things like that. And it just went like better for like the long run and everything like that, since I think I'm a sociable person. So I talk to a lot of people, I don't look at nobody like I'm better than them, anything like that, because at the end of the day, what have I really achieved for real? I'm still in school. I'm still, trying to get my degree. I'm still trying to get to that point, So, just gotta, remain humble through it, everything, and just be sociable, man. You never know who can help you for real.
That's true. Because I swear, there's been some people that's been like, no, I wouldn't hang out with them. I wouldn't talk with them. But they the most like loyal people, the most kind people, the most generous people that I've like ever like encountered for real.
Yeah.
And they start to be, and you start to realize like who is your friends because you have similar activities, or who is your friend because they genuinely care about you. You know what I'm saying? So that starts to separate, you know, those type of levels. Because it's like you got your people that you hang out with, you know, you got the people that you really enjoy being around, and then you got the people who are around you when you're not having a good time. You know what I'm saying? The people who support you when times is hard. So I feel like,
but those are the ones the company you gotta keep for real, man.
Yeah, because the other one's just here for the party. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to clean up,
they don't want to be a part of that, man. Everybody want to come around when they think you on top. You know, and it's I've learned that, man. It's crazy how people tend to treat you when they think you have things to offer. You know, and you know those are the type of people that you want to avoid, because once you really make it to the top, I think they forever try to hold things over your head. You know, I did this and X, Y, and Z for you. You know, you should do this for me now. You know, so those are the type of people you should avoid. I heard a saying that said, if you always have a friend that tells you yes, then you have no friend, like real friend. You know, so you always gotta just watch out for people, man.
That's real. I think I seen Master P talking about that to Chris Brown. Because remember his house was like surrounded.
Yeah.
At least that one time he was asleep. But Chris Brown had a lot of shit going on. You know, place getting robbed. You know, tying up his auntie and shit. You know, I think that's what happened at the time. His auntie when they robbed him. But he was telling you got too many yes men around you. You don't have people that tell you no.
Right.
Like, this is a bad idea. Like, I feel like you can really tell who those friends are when you at a party and you drinking too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you be sitting there, your man's like, oh, drink some more. And your man's be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Calm down.
You had enough.
We gotta get you home, big fella. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to find out who your friends is, get to drinking and then realize which one is gonna tell you to chill the fuck out. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah, man. It's just something you learn in life, man. For real.
Definitely, but thank you so much for coming on the show.
No problem, man. I appreciate you for having me, man. Make sure y'all follow me, man. My personal Instagram is TriggaDink11. My Twitter for Trigga Mills is just Trigga Mills, and my IG is Trigga Mills BGSU, man. Make sure y'all follow, man. Support it, man.
Please follow and support. Buy these meals. I've been eating this damn Alfredo, and I hope y'all heard it. I've been eating this Alfredo the whole damn meal, my nigga. This shit is great and it's filling. So I just ate half of this shit. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'm gonna go to this quinceañera. I'm gonna eat whatever's there and get drunk. And I'm gonna come back here like 8 hours later, and then I'm gonna eat the rest of this. I'm gonna eat the rest of this shit.
Yeah,
like,
man.
it's so loud, man. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
really
man. I
appreciate
appreciate you for having me, man.
Man, I'm just happy. I'm happy to boost you and support you. Happy to see you win.
Y'all watch out for my boy Matt, man. He about to take off, man.
Oh man.
Trust me, he about to take off.
This ain't about me. I don't need no narrator.
He about to take off, man.
We popping big bottles. Big bottles, but thank y'all so much for tuning in to Match Matt. Come back, watch again, listen again. I know you like me. I know you like hearing my voice and seeing my face. And I'll talk mad shit sometimes on shows. We got deep here today, but it's okay, baby. We gonna get a little deeper. So have a good day.
Shut the fuck. 98. It's ours. Hey yo, regardless of rain or snow.